On behalf of Estonian Constellation Institute, I'm really pleased to welcome to our next podcast. I am Siim Mihhailov. I finished my studies in the Estonian Constellation Institute in 2024 spring, and today we have guests from all the way from Netherlands, from Transition Studio, Thijs van der Hoef and Jan Jacob Stam. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you.
So, how did you find out about constellations and what made you study it yourself?
Start with you.
So, the honest story is the following. About 25 years ago, during a midlife crisis, someone told me, you should do a constellation. I had no clue what it was. It's the best prescription for me not to go when someone says you should. Nevertheless, I went to do that somewhere, and in the beginning, I very quickly thought, I even do not want to be here. This is too strange for my rational mind, and still it was fascinating, so then I wanted to know more. So my pattern in life is that I want to know more about what I do not like or what I do not understand.
Okay. What about you, Des?
Well, actually, I started working with the systemic approach in 2016. And I started with the family constellations. So being trained in how to facilitate family constellations. And I was not really into that, but it was fascinating how you could get information out of other systems and use it to get insights. But yeah, from my heart, I was trained as HR manager and interim manager. So I was very focused on organizations and teams. So that's when I started to follow the facilitator training for organizational constellations. Yeah.
Okay. So, for the average Joe in the street, how would you describe what is constellation work?
Well, so when you work in a team or an organization, and if you would like to make a so-called constellation of it, it's a kind of map. It's a map like, for example, how relates our team to another team. Suppose we are a production team, there's sales, how are they related? And you can make a map of that. And if you change the map, then also the relationships are changed. For example, is sales the first one and needs production to follow sales? Or is it more production, and as a spin-off of production, there's sales because we also need to sell the stuff, not to have our warehouses full. So it's a kind of mapping. And you can do it in many different ways. You can do it with papers on the ground. You also can use human beings who take the different positions, and then you get some more information from how they look at each other, how they sense the relationships are. So it makes a pretty clear externalization of the elements of an organizational system.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I would add that it's like you have an inner image of what it looks like for you. It could be a family system, could be your team, could be something else, a social system of friends, for example. So the question could be like having a table or using papers on the floor or people, like you are Siim, someone else is your co-worker, your colleague, your boss, and so on. So you can position them as you have it in your mind. So you make, well, it's like a map, but also like kind of a photo, what it looks like, and then you can see what's the distance between the elements, or how do they relate, or is someone really looking outside instead of looking at you, for example, and then you can explore. What is it? What's happening there? What kind of dynamics are there? So that's basically what I would say. Like your inner image and try to externalize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how long have you done this work so far, the both of you?
Me, 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And your ages, right?
25.
Even
I would say
longer,
this year.
maybe. Yeah.
25, 26, yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, terrible.
He's one of the pioneers, at least in the organizational constellation field.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the thing that is still drawing to yourself?
My
to this?
curiosity.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So when I can learn something from it, I'm interested. So for some time we did a lot of systemic work. We call it now more than constellation work, but a lot of these constellations, for example, with startups, because I wanted to understand startups more. Or many years I spent on exploring trauma in organizations, which is really different than personal trauma, and in order to understand it better. So it's my curiosity that still, as long as I learn from it, I will continue.
Okay. And you, Des?
Well, I was always interested in why people get out of the bed in the morning to go to something called work.
Mm-hmm.
So how people relate, how people like collaborate or not collaborate in a professional context, that really intrigues me. Has always done, and yeah, so that's why I like to know what's happening there. Maybe it's also curiosity, but yeah, I just need to know how it functions and how you could adjust something that in order to make it more successful, more efficient, or better place to work, for example. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the driving forces, curiosity, as I hear. What has been a big thing that you have learned lately, doing your work for yourselves?
Well, I'm not sure if it's one big thing, but 2 days ago I suddenly became aware that over the last 40 years, it's maybe also in therapy, but also in organizational development, it switched from problem-oriented to solution-oriented to what we are doing now, it's potential-oriented.
Yeah.
And that's really like the whole approach started originally in the field of therapy. And in therapy, things usually start with a problem. Most likely, the cause of the problem is in the past. So for that, the tradition in constellation work is looking at problems and looking at the past. That's not at all necessary when you work with teams. So you do not have to have a problem in order to constellate a team, just to figure out how are the relationships, what's the potential of the whole, how are the parts, so you, Days, and me behaving, and what is the whole, called this podcast, how is that behaving? And to understand better how teams and organizations are functioning, but also what is their potential and what could be done in order that they reach more their potential. And I think that's actually pretty, in the field of systemic work, pretty revolutionary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would add that I didn't find the words to it until we were talking and exploring about potential, because I always was connected when I was talking to you, for example, like what's still possible in you, in your work, your profession, which not really comes out yet, so to say. I don't know why. I always felt connected to that. And of course, sometimes you need to look back, what happens there. If there's patterns or dynamic that's blocking you, for example, you feel like, oh, I don't want to be in the spotlight because then people really see me and so on. So you could work on that one. But then what is possible in the future? I really need to find out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's potential is for me the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the last autumn, I had a module with Jan Jakob, and he used this term evolutionary force.
Yeah.
Can you please explain what it is and what it does, and what you can do with it?
Well, evolutionary force, I would say you can distinguish between like what you want from life. So this movement from me towards my future, and then make plans for I want to get this and this and this in the next 4 years, for example, step A, B, C, and so on. Whereas this evolutionary force is more the future as a force that's coming towards you. So, and it's much more, much less predictable than from here towards the future. And it's creating both peace and war, and both prosperity and, what's the opposite again? Prosperity, the English word?
Crisis.
Crisis. So it's not like, whoa, evolutionary force, that's something like you really want, but it's impactful, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, and to add, it's also, you can also see the bigger movements in society. Like we had in Western Europe, the wave of refugees coming from the Middle East. We had the bank crisis, 2006-8, all these things that came completely unexpected. Now, of course, we have
the artificial intelligence.
We have several wars. We have the ones in Russia, Ukraine. We have the Middle East, and for sure, next one will be artificial intelligence. It's like a wave where we really cannot predict: will it be for the good or will it be disastrous? Okay. It can be both, and it actually. And that's why I like this concept, the comparison with artificial intelligence. It is a little bit out of the hands of human beings, even if we think it's in our hands. And it's developing anyway, if we like it or not. You cannot be against artificial intelligence because it's there. So artificial intelligence is coming here, and while we are having plans or how we want to create our lives or how we want to deal with healthcare, for example, artificial intelligence will change the whole healthcare system for sure, and many other systems. So that's this evolutionary force. And what we find interesting in organizations is to what extent are they making plans, making goals, making strategies, and to what extent are they open to either work, either embrace, either use this evolutionary force? Or do they close themselves and say, no, we do not want to look there, and we go on with our plans? Yeah.
Something else about the evolutionary force, that sometimes you can feel like something is coming to an end. Or you feel like my job is like, don't feel too comfortable here, or maybe a relationship, like personal friendships or love relations, you feel like I'm kind of stuck, you know? So this sense of something that might coming to an end, and then when you connect to like, well, evolutionary force or potential, what could be possible, what could be new possibilities, it also kind of creates a space where this new can start, just like this, like if you put a seed in the ground, then it will start to bloom.
Yeah, and in organizations, the result of this evolutionary force can be either what we call transition meaning that a company, an organization is drawn to its next phase of existence, or it can lead to transformation, meaning that what the organization is doing in the world, its identity, if you could call it that way, that is shifting. But it's like an adventure. You do not know into what the identity will shift until it's reached. You always have this beautiful example of Netflix.
Yeah, the company of Netflix is like really taken by the evolutionary force. It started as a DVD rental company. And then this evolutionary force came, and then they were making like streaming, was a streaming company for films and everything, and now they create their own content. So it's the biggest change that they made from this rental to this, where they are right now, creating their own content and the biggest streaming company in the world, maybe. So that's really taken by evolutionary force, by the possibilities of that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little bit confusing right now. You a little bit said that it's really hard to see the evolution in the force itself and where it can lead you, but what are the possibilities? But at the same time, can you see what are the possibilities? What is your potential where you can like go? Is it possible to map it out somehow?
What the potential is, do you mean?
What are the possibilities, yeah, where you can grow?
Well, no, you cannot really see it into what it will grow. To use our own company, we started as Team Connect. We started as one tool to make diagnosis for teams and what could be next steps to go into their potential. At some point, we felt like a code too small, that this Team Connect, there is something more. And even before we knew it, we were renamed in Transition Studio. Actually, it was just a name that passed by, and then we thought, that's the name. So we never construct the name, we never thought about it. And there was moments that we had plans to introduce what we are doing now, like much more than just team diagnose, but all types of programs. And we thought we make a nice introduction moment last year in July. But then the new website was already there, and it was already there. So if you go with this evolutionary force, it might be faster than you are. And of course, it's also create disasters. We also had some disasters in our company.
Okay.
Of course, like startups, you know, like you try and you fail, and then you know this is not working.
Yeah, and you go into a dead-end street, or a street, and it appears to be a dead-end street. No?
Okay, just faster.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you talk about a little bit about the difference between organization constellations and the systemic work in organizations, and what your day-to-day job is looking like working with the companies?
Yeah, our approach is more and more to work with the systemic approach instead of the constellations, because the tool of constellations is only one of the tools in the systemic approach. And we don't see middle management or C-level management on a Monday morning start with, okay team, let's constellate something, because it requires like training, a lot of experience. Whereas what we see is that if they are discussing their topics, for example, how do we relate to the market, to the clients, what is changing, what do we need to do to adapt to that, that they kind of investigate it with a systemic approach. So we create, for example, we have one exploration, it's called team roles from a systemic point of view. So that's not like I'm CEO or I'm project manager or I'm like that. That's the business or the managerial organizational title. But in this organization you have also what we call systemic role. And one of the systemic roles that needs to be done in every team is like the one that's creating the conditions, that is about autonomy, that is about which is our territory maybe, and which is from another company. It could be that the CEO or team manager is the one who is doing this, but it could also be that it comes from different team members. So we're focusing on the team roles from a systemic point of view, and it's really easy, like putting papers on the floor, and team members are just stepping on these papers. And then you can see like, okay, where are we? Each and every one of us, and where's the gap in the team, or what do we lack, what do we need? If we have a vacancy, what kind of person do we need? So that's, it's a form, you could put people on paper, so you could say it's constellating, but not in a way the classical constellation of like really doing interventions in that system. So that's how we use it, for example. That's one example that we use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I hear you right that you're basically watching a picture and not doing interventions? That if a team wants, they themselves make the interventions.
Well,
we help them because we have a strong and deep belief that every individual has a systemic awareness. So our aim is how to unplug that one. And if we would be too much facilitating or helping them, then we might take over the position of management. And that's not what we want, because then we do something, we leave, and then they're like left alone in the wood, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me use another metaphor. I had an accident in the mountains 6 weeks ago, and I came in hospital. So you could say like the X-ray and the CT scans that are made, that is a little bit similar like a constellation. It's a method, but it requires a lot to interpret the X-ray and the CT scan even more. I can't do it, but I can perfectly know, and other people can easily teach me what I need to do in order to recover, and how my muscles and my bones, etc., what I should do, and to practice. So we feel we rather not go into the role of doctors with kind of magical instrument, but we much rather teach what's possible in organizations, what they can do themselves. So that, yeah.
So are there any default solutions that you can bring out, or there are not such thing?
No, but when you speak about systemic work, it's about systems. So organizations are systems, and there are complex systems, like the organization as a whole, every team, and even every person is also kind of a system. So what we know, and that was the main contribution from the founder of this work, Bert Hellinger, is we learned what are conditions that systems can flourish. For example, every team needs to have a good place, an acknowledged place in the larger company. So if you have a team, a sales team, and it's not really clear and others have questions about what the sales team doing, then whatever the sales team does not really contribute to the whole. So from systemic work, we understand a lot what are conditions that teams and organizations can flourish. And that's what we use a lot. But you never know what the present state of a team is and what's needed in order to get more to its potential. That's every time different, and that's part of the fun. So it's never ever routine.
Okay.
Now, sometimes you feel like a team's very fragmented, whereas all the individuals, they have more or less the same aim or goal, like, oh, we want to go that direction. But then the whole is behaving differently. Like, how come? Because we agreed on it, right? Yes, we did, and we're not getting steps forward. So then it could be interesting to, for example, find out in a company, like, to what kind of groups of clients are you connected? And maybe you're connected to, well, an example would help. We had a team of medical doctors in a very, very specific disease for children that children had. One group of doctors was very connected to these children, the patients. Another part of this team was connected to the research in this field, and another group was very connected to the families of these patients. So you could imagine that the team as a whole, they were like torn in three different directions, so it kind of got stuck. So once they realized that they were connected each and to different, client groups, so to say, then they got this insight and they said, oh, okay, now we know, and then they can find their solutions themselves, like, okay, if we want to improve it as a team, our work, what should we do? Or what should we not do? What should we, need to sacrifice, so to say? So that's also something that we use a lot, like explore, like about clarity, about like what you said. If the team has a stable and acknowledged place, everyone has a function in a team where he or she could really rely on. No.
Okay. So in real time, how would the process would look like through the year? Like how do you do your sessions with the companies?
Yeah, so in general, they come with us because they either they have a problem, either they have more potential, they want something, and it's not working well. That's the main, the main questions. What we always do is a kind of usually online interview to get a little bit, actually to make already a little bit a diagnose. What we do then is we have a diagnosing tool, which is a kind of questionnaire, which questions like, to what extent can your talents flow? To what extent do you feel acknowledged? To what extent, well, many systemic questions. And out of that, we make a kind of diagnose for the whole organization or our whole team, like where are you now in relationship to your potential?
Okay.
And then, only then we go to the team, and usually it starts with half a day, 1 day, where we first share so-called this diagnose. We see with them what you call resonating, what do they recognize, and then we do 1 or 2 interventions, and which the interventions are is of course depending on if it's fragmented, like the example of days, we do a different intervention than when there's other diagnose. And what we usually do is only we give 1 major step. So we do not program like a year going with them. No, 1 major step, they digest it, and then sometimes after a couple of months, they say, okay, now we need your help again for the next step.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are not long-term consultants who stay for a longer time. Yeah. For the issues they come with us, they usually need 1, 2, 3 impulses. We do follow-up by phone or by Zoom, because usually it's about that there are patterns, and also the patterns are strong. So all the time they go back to where they were. So they need some reminders. But basically we trust that we can use their own strengths, power to outgrow their problems or to ingrow the potential that they're still having.
Okay. Did you want to add something?
Yeah, because like I said earlier, like otherwise we might take the position of management, or they become a little bit too dependent on us. Like, or just ask us or maybe someone else the answer to our questions. And since we have this strong and deep belief that people have this systemic awareness, systemic intelligence in themselves, we just do the impulse to unplug that, and then we're there. We're like, we're available. If you want something, just contact. We're available. Okay. Yeah.
So the next one may be a little bit interesting. We shared some light on it, but how your work methods have changed over the years?
Well, over the years for me, not so much, because I'm not really so long in this field, like 8 years. So, well, like I said, I'm connected very much to the potential. Of course, if you need to do something from events or something that happened in the past, I do that, obviously. But, well, connected to the potential is well, the major change for me. But you have much more changes, I think.
Yeah, so I started with something called family constellations, and that's about family systems. And at that moment, I was, I think, still I was a manager somewhere, and after that, consultant. So I wondered, can you apply the same thing for organizations? And in the beginning, it was really trial and error. But it helped me to understand that family systems really are different systems than organizational systems. Let it alone be the fact that the moment you are born in a family, you cannot not belong until after your death, 1 or 2 generations. But in organizations, you enter an organization, and most likely at some point you will leave an organization. And organizations, for example, they always need something that keeps them together. And family systems, that's more intrinsic. There's never a question like, can we constellate something, what keeps our family system together? But in organizations, you have things like goals, you have things like what we call the relationship between the organization and the outside world that keeps them together. You need something, you need something common. So they're really different systems. And the second big step for me was what we said earlier, to shift from you need to have a problem in order to do systemic work, and to, but you can use systemic work for any form of development of teams and organizations. It doesn't need to start with a problem. And then the big thing was to understand that the method of constellations, when you do many of them, you get a lot of knowledge about what we said earlier, conditions that systems and organization systems that they can flourish. So then we felt we do not need anymore necessarily the method of a constellation in order to do systemic work with teams. And for example, there's one process that we pretty often need to use when in a team or organization there's still something from the past that's influencing the present. Then we use a method what we call a timeline, which is understandable for everybody. Constellation is not so understandable for everybody. And timeline is nothing more than making a kind of map in the form of a timeline from the beginning of the organization, or beginning of the team, into the here and now, where the elements, the events that still are influencing, for example, a merger or an accident, still are not completely digested and are influencing the past. And then we do some simple interventions in order that the past is not anymore drawing you, pulling you back as a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who or what have been the biggest influences on your work so far?
Influencers?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, Bert Hellinger, for sure. And the other man is Gunther Weber. Gunther Weber, why? Because without Gunther Weber, the work would not have been written about, so maybe it would have never been known. And Gunther was the first one who was a little bit in the direction of teams and organizations working. Yeah, I think these are the two big influences.
Yeah, and for me, as a result of that, Jan Jacob, and we were friends before we started the business together because of our common hobby, it is the paragliding. And well, I was interested in this organizational and team and constellation, well, not constellation work, but in the teams and organization. And I found it through this constellation training program. And then we started to discuss, and that's how Transition Studio, well, came into existence. So you were a big influencer for me in the work. Yeah.
Okay. How constellation work has changed you as a person?
Constellation work?
Yeah.
Well, constellation work didn't really change me as a person, but the systemic approach that really changed me. It feels like if I since I've put the systemic glasses, so to say, it's hard to put them off.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that I always look with a systemic lens, so to say, but when it comes to questions, or when I feel like, it's strange that someone is having a question, because I meet someone, well, very professional, skilled for the job that he or she is doing, and still having a question, and then I have to ask systemic questions. So, yeah, it's difficult to not look systemically,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm aware while this was answering, for me, when I was younger, I was, for example, an environmental activist. So I had a lot of ideals, also judgments about the world, but systemic work really changed that. So it sounds strange, but I had to skip many ideals, and I'm really happy with that. So I can accept much more things like wars, or I can much more accept, like we had in one of our previous programs, people who are extremely difficult and hard to handle, which former would really irritate me or would get angry. And now it's much more interesting in what makes the things are as they are. And for example, I'm still, for me, a tipping point was working in China some time ago. And at some point I felt, I understand now better why the Chinese government is doing what it's doing, regardless if I find it good ideas or not. So the willingness to understand other people and other groups, that increased dramatically. And I'm deeply, so for me personally, as a boy from the Netherlands whose parents suffered from World War II, it was one of the most reconciliating things that happened in my life. It's a reconciliation between Germany and the Netherlands. And still, this reconciliation potential, when we were working in Kazakhstan, with many people from Russia and Ukraine at the same time, and other Russian-speaking countries, the potential of growing beyond the polarities, growing beyond the polarizations, that changed me, and makes me also deeply grateful for this work.
Yeah, just to add, when you're sharing, something comes to my mind as well. Like, one of the aspects of the systemic approach is, like, instead of focusing and zooming in to a problem or issue, is to, like, zoom out. So that's what I really learned, to really zoom out. And on the other hand, the other aspect is the non-judgmental aspect, which is pretty difficult for human beings, I think, because you have easily judgments on someone else or something else that's out of your comfort zone, maybe. And that's what I really learned, and that really changed me. And it also means that, for example, big topics like war or sexual abuse or child abuse or well, things that happen to animals, for example, in the industry for food. I'm able to look at that, and that doesn't mean that I think it's right or that it's desirable, that it's there, but you cannot have a victim without a perpetrator. So they need to be there both. And sometimes it's really difficult when I share about that with friends or family, that I can see, for example, the one who is the perpetrator and that one raped a woman, for example. Everyone has judgments and opinions, but I was able to see both the man and the women involved, like innerly, and it led to, well, pretty heavy discussions, like, oh, they should be sent, he should be sent to jail and so on. So yes, but that's from a legal point. So to be able to look at it from a different perspective, that really changed my life, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds huge.
Yeah, actually it is. And I realized that, it's not easy, because sometimes I really need to explain that I don't agree on, like, sexual abuse or child abuse or the bioindustry, but yeah.
Could you also call it a unconditional love for your fellow citizens or people in the world?
Well, unconditional, I don't know if I would dare to say unconditional. No, not unconditional, but not unconditional love, but unconditional willingness to understand them. So that's something different, at least for me. So I really would like to understand about dictatorship and what is it trying to do for the country. But it's not that I unconditionally love dictatorship. But yeah, I think it's unconditional willingness to really understand what's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what makes an organization in the systemic approach?
Well, basically, then you need to start with a system. Basically, the definition of a system is inside, it's different than outside. Like in your family, things are different than in the families of your neighbor, most likely. Could be slight things, but you know when you're in one system, you know in another system. An organization is usually a coherent group of subsystems, different roles, different departments, different teams. And the coherence is important. So altogether, it does something in society. So whatever the organization is, when it's an NGO, it does different things than when it's a multinational or like Google or Netflix or whatsoever. And then they more have customers and clients. But that's the definition. It's a system that has a relationship with and does something in society and gets something back from society in return.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple.
Yeah, that's it, more or less. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there different ways how to a leader manage from the systemic viewpoint, who is like in the center of the attention, how the leading itself is done?
Different ways, yes, of course. There are hundreds of different ways. And actually, I don't know anything about leadership, but I know what an organization system needs from a leader. For example, it needs to be clear about what is our position of our company in relation to other companies. For example, it needs to know, a leader actually should know what are the main patterns inside our organization and what are the main patterns in the relationship for our organization and our customers. So there are many, many, many things that the leader should know and can use in order to lead the company. It's a whole list.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't need to add so much to that, I think.
Yeah, but that's really part of what we try to do. Is the systemic approach is inherent to groups of human beings. You see the same systemic principles in any group of animals that is organized in herds, like wolves, horses, dogs as well. So it's not a theory that is constructed. And the hypothesis is in the time that we lived in tribes of between 100 and 200 human beings, it was important, the survival of the whole was sometimes more important than the survival of the parts. Mm-hmm. Like what you can see in a herd of horses. When winter comes and when there is a fowl who's dying, the herd needs to go to another place where there's still food. And that deeper understanding about what systems need in order to prosper, to survive, I think that is what we teach is almost the wrong word. Mm-hmm. What we try to teach or awaken in organizations. So we're not telling them what to do, but we make them aware about the conditions. For example, if we were a small team, for example, if you would not feel belonging to this little team, you might act as if you belong, but still it would not function really, really well. So, and every leader understands that every team member needs enough sense of belonging in order to make a team as a whole. Every leader understands that the whole can do sometimes more things than the sum of the parts. Yeah, so these simple things we bring into view, we play with them, and that's where we see that the future is in systemic work. To use the systemic intelligence and systemic awareness that's actually in every human being. We never met a human being that does not understand these things. we met many human beings who do not like the method of constellations because it's too strange and needs some expertise to facilitate them and to interpret them. Yeah, so that's how we work actually, or what our maybe goal
Yeah, what
is in
comes to mind
teams.
is also like when it comes to leaders and managers in organizations, when you have, they perceive a problem, and from systemic point of view, we kind of retranslate that into symptom. Mm-hmm. So the question is, if someone is really resistant to something that is proposed, like, no, I don't want to go there, then the tendency might be to do actions on this individual, like have a conversation, or maybe even, I don't know, consequences. If you're not joining, then you are out of this company, for example. So our question could, what we try to open up for them is like, what is it trying to do, this resistance? Mm. Because we don't believe that people are go to work just to be resistant, like, I'm not cooperating. Mm. That's not why you go to work, right? Mm. So there must be something important for them to be like, to have this movement, like, no, I don't want to go there. So the question is, to what are you connected? Or what is so important for you that you say no? And then when leaders realize that if they ask these questions, they can get information that's very valuable for them. For example, if a company is taken over by another company, and the workers, they wear the uniforms in a certain color. In my case, where I used to work, they had the red uniforms, and the company that took them over had like blue. Mm-hmm. You could say like, simple, no? You just give them a new set of uniforms, the blue ones, and we're off to go. No, it didn't work. Because with the red uniforms, there was also a kind of identity that was with that. Because they've worked there for 25 years, some of them. So you cannot just switch from the color red to the color of blue. Because they had to do something with the identity as well. Because, well, the founder of this first company, it was a family business. So this had this family culture and so on. And then the big one came, take it over. Yeah, the family culture and the sense of belonging, well, it all kind of like just vanished. So they were like, no, it's not going to happen. So then you realize this is so important for them, so you can start conversations with them about it. So what's important? How can we find ways to navigate with that? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What conditions have to be met in the organization so the employees are feeling themselves fine working in the company?
Well, many, but basically I would say you need to have enough sense of belonging. And I always have to think when I came into Dutch Telecom to work, that they gave me introduction programs, and actually they were meant to teach me quickly what are the rules of belonging. So should I wear a suit and a tie and these things? And when I didn't, like, oh, okay. Of course you still belong officially, but internally you might be kicked out. Okay. There's one thing about the sense of belonging. If you want to belong at all times, it means your comfort zone gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So the more you stay safely within the unwritten rules of belonging, also you lose part of your freedom. We had a team 3 days ago, and we saw them come in the room, 60 people, and our first question was, why did you give away your freedom? So they were so much obeying the rules of the context where they came in, that adult people, they behaved a little bit like this. What's going on here? So belonging. Yeah. Then the second thing, what is important, talents are an expression of life energy. Talents need to flow. So leaders must have a good eye on, for every employee, every team, can the talents, can they flow? And the third thing is basically an organization flourishes when every person, or every function you could say, or every team, where you have a place in relationship to the others where you can rely on.
Yeah.
Meaning you do not have a lot of concern about how do I relate to my colleague or how do I relate to other teams, because that is really a big energy drain and can lead to fear and being not certain about things. So I would say these things, belonging, talents flowing, and a place you can rely on in the system, these are the first main things. And then there are many, many others as well.
Well, systemically, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You want anything to add?
No, from a systemic point of view, this is the most important aspect, I think. Yeah.
Some people say that constellation work can be seen as a therapy. How do you see systemic work on your part, what you were doing?
Well, constellation work, that's true. It can have a therapeutical effect. And systemic work, in some cases, can also be, now I do not want to use therapeutical, but it can create completeness or oneness where it was not before. For example, there might have happened something in the team that fragmented us. We talked about it. And constellation work and systemic work really can help to understand what made that we are fragmented. And the moment we understand what made we are fragmented, enables us to become more one team again or one whole again. Yeah, if you would call that therapeutic, fine. But the word therapeutic, we rather not use so much in organizational systems, because we saw in some countries that therapists, with all the good intentions, went into the business world and treated it as therapy and treated it as family systems. And we saw in those countries that the business world said, no, that's not what we want. We are business. We are not a family.
Yeah.
And we need development, not therapy. And these are different things. So we are pretty clear about the language we do not use and the language we use. So when family systems words are used like soul, which is fine. In some countries, in some companies, you can use that. But in many companies, we simply can't use, and it doesn't help. Yeah. But the word essence, for example, is extremely well understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
many words. Yeah.
And also with the therapy, that might have this connotation that something is wrong and it should be improved, which for us is not the case, because we don't look at something with the eyes like what's wrong, but we look at it like how is the system behaving now, and what are the, well, good systemic reasons why it's behaving as it is. So it's not about good or bad or right or wrong, it's about what is and what is possible and how can we bridge that. And if they here might feel it's, well, it was therapeutical, well, fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on in the world right now. How is it all influencing the companies?
Well, at the present times, what we see a lot is that issues in society and tensions in society also sometimes jump over in organizations. And we are very aware that organizations somehow are actually more vulnerable systems than family systems. They're vulnerable for opinions, and they're very vulnerable from the opinions from society. For example, that was so clear in times of Corona, that there were voices who said, okay, let's change the healthcare system. So there are voices openly, let's change healthcare system, but there's another voice saying, let's not change. It's the same in education. Let's change education, let's keep education the same. So the society very often has double messages to whole sectors of organizations and companies. And I think that's one of the things many organizations somehow should take into account a little bit more. Like, how do we deal with the messages from society coming towards us?
This gets me. Thank you, Jan Jakob. Thank you, Des. It was really interesting interview with you to see insights from your work. And I hope you have a great stay here in Estonia. And as I understood, you have a lot of work ahead also here in Estonia.
Yeah, thank you for having us, and we really look forward to working again in Estonia.
And thank you for your questions.
Yeah, thank
These
you.
are always questions that are leading further. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. On the behalf of Estonian Constellation Institute, I was really glad to interview today Des and Jan Jakob all the way from Netherlands, from Transition Studio, and we will see you soon. Take care.